Good morning all. So yesterday I already post you opto isolator and light sensor or photo sensor, or it is also called optical sensor. So this part is not given in your book Bhattacharya, therefore the required notes I already post you, and it is assignment to you. You should be able to answer if question is asked. Explain the construction and working of opto isolator, and also explain the construction and working of photo sensor or optical sensor. So there are different types of optical sensor, and one out of all that we already learned in the class, that is photovoltaic cell, that is also called photo sensor, optical sensor, or it is also called solar cell. Second is photoconductive cell, which is given in the notes. Just go through this. So that is assignment to you. You prepare the notes for both, and if any question asked, you should be able to explain. Now the next components of PLC, that is power supply block diagram and function of each block. So basically this what is accepted in your curriculum, you need to draw the block diagram of the power supply which is used in PLC for different requirement of DC supply in case of processor, AC input module, also output module, and other part of the PLC. So this part is also not given in Bhattacharya. So I am going to post you the notes for PLC power supply and block diagram. And many times you learn this rectifier, bridge rectifier, filter, everything you knows very well in power because you already learned power electronics. So this part is already over, but as it is a part of curriculum, you should be able to explain the block diagram and function of each block for power supply used in case of PLC. So the power supply, what is the role of power supply? To provide the voltage that are necessary to operate the logic circuit in case of processor and internal circuit of input output module. So this also require the DC supply, low DC voltage. So that DC voltage can be provided by using this power supply. So it is given in the block diagram. I am going to post you this block diagram. So this block diagram is divided in 4 section basically. Section number 1, 2, 3, 4. So section number 1 is nothing but what? The first section of power supply, where there is a step down transformer. So the available input line voltage is maybe 120 volt AC or 240 volt AC. So in our case generally we have 230 or 240 volt AC, that is reduces to the lower value, which is again this is the first section is nothing but the transformer which reduces the 240 volt AC to 12 volt or 5 volt 6 volt AC, whatever it required. Then second section is what? The second section uses two full wave bridge rectifier to convert the transformer secondary AC voltage to pulsating DC. So as we already learned this working of this bridge rectifier, so no need to explain what is bridge rectifier. This is the second part of this block diagram or power supply bridge rectifier. So there are two bridge rectifiers we use. So one is for positive volt and another is for negative volt. The top bridge develop the positive voltage and bottom develop the negative voltage. Then this whatever the rectifier convert AC to DC, that is the pulsating in nature, that you already know. So to condition that pulsating DC to smooth DC, we need filter circuit. So this input is given to the filter circuit. So here top bridge positive 5 volt, bottom bridge negative 5 volt, or whatever it may be, 5 volts or 12 volt what is required. So in case of PLC which is required 5 volt. So this is the 5 volt supply, and then this is the 0, and then another one is the ground. So this is the filter network which condition this pulsating DC into pure DC. And the fourth section contains voltage regulator. As we know that if any change in the input voltage, then there is little bit change in the output voltage also, but what is accepted that the DC should be constant, and therefore we use here the voltage regulator which regulates the voltage. So these are the four sections. So this power supply block diagram is divided into this four section. And again the power supply may also contain the backup. So if any power fail, then there is a battery backup, as we already learned. So memory required the backup, and your processor also required the backup to store the data. So this battery backup is there. So if any power fails, then battery backup is provided, which gives the continuous power supply to processing unit and retain the data if an AC power fail. So this is about the PLC power supply, block diagram and function of each block. So if question is asked, explain with the help of block diagram the power supply required for PLC and explain the function of each block, so you should be able to explain. So this is not any complicated issue, as you already learned many times this power supply right from your second year, your power electronics, basic electronics, everywhere you learn this basic power supply. So this is about the power supply.